We're one of the most stereotyped professions, and if you have one bad experience, people will perceive that the next experience is going to be also bad, and that's a shame.
It's true, police officers in America are stereotyped. Violent acts of police have increased significantly over the past decade.
Right now, I'm a patrol sergeant for the South Heidelberg Township Police Department. My duties as a patrol sergeant, I oversee all the subordinates, meaning lower ranked officers in my department.
Some of the things got more strict on what police can and cannot do. And the other probably biggest change is the fact that we are aware that we're constantly being filmed and recorded, and so you always feel certain things can be misconstrued. So you're always careful in how you say things and what you say.
Social media has a big impact on society right now. I think the social media craze has made people more, how should I say, have more conflict with each other, and that's changed our call volume and our interaction with people. The media will twist things to sell or to get volume of people viewing. But with that being said also, I think police officers that sometimes bring things on themselves with an attitude, and that goes back to what I said before. You are a professional out here. You treat everybody the way you'd want to be treated, the way you want your mom to be treated, your dad, your brother, your sister, until that person proves otherwise. And I think that is a lost art in police work. And I think people in general, if they have a bad experience.
The relationship between police and everyday civilians have dramatically changed over the past decade. Many point to racial profiling as one of the reasons for this demise.
Racial profiling at some point during my career was actually a helpful tool. It sounds kind of odd, but when we were looking for certain drug corners, and we knew a drug corner sold crack cocaine. Well, at that time, crack cocaine was an African-American person's drug, not a white person's drug. Heroin, for instance, back then was a white person's drug. So we had a street corner that we knew sold heroin, and we'd see a white person go up to that corner and pull away. We knew that white person just bought drugs. That was technically racial profiling, but that was the common theme for what races did what drugs. Now today it's different. Every race does every drug possible. So racial profiling has gotten much less since then.
I treat everybody the way I would want to be treated. I don't use my position as a power. It just happens to be I'm a police officer. This is what I do for a living. And I try to have as much positive interaction with the community as I can. And I think that's a problem with some police officers. They don't know how to positively interact with people at times, and they use their uniform or their badge as they're one step ahead or one step up on the community, and that's not good.
I think that the bad police officers, the ones that should not be doing this job throughout the country, they're being brought to light. And I think, some of the things that have been going on in this country are actually weaning out those bad cops. But I don't think the public's stupid. I think the public recognizes the cops that are actually good cops that are trying to do the right thing, and they're showing a little more respect these days towards them. We face danger every call we go on. No matter who you're dealing with, you have to try to put yourself in their situation and realize why something may have occurred and for what reasons. You can't just look at it black and white and say they committed a crime, arrest them, throw them in jail. You need to look at the whole picture, and when you start to understand that, they're going to realize, everybody's going to realize that you're understanding their situation, and they're going to show more respect, and it'll form a better relationship with everybody. Everybody needs to realize we do try to hold ourselves at a higher standard, but we do make mistakes, and hopefully people realize that our intentions are always for the better, but sometimes we do make mistakes, and sometimes we need to be corrected and advised of our mistakes as well.
Overall, as Americans, we need to remember the police are here to serve and protect us. We need to reinstitute respect for each other and remember the age-old wisdom, don't judge a book by its cover.